Hello, this is Gary Leland, and you're listening to episode 104 of the Crypto Cousins podcast.
Feed your interest in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies by joining Hall of Fame podcaster Gary Leland on the Crypto Cousins podcast. And remember, we are all cousins in the world of crypto. This week's price of Bitcoin.
$9,937. That's down $446, or 4.3% over the last 7 days. Howdy. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the Crypto Cousins podcast. This is your host, Gary Leland, and I'm doing something a little different today. This is my 104th episode of the Crypto Cousins podcast, and I think this will be the first episode I've ever done without a co-host. Now, I've done lots of podcasts without co-hosts before, but I've never done this show without a co-host, and I don't know of any other show I've done in quite a while without a co-host. So let's sit back. We're going to go over, this is going to be new, and we're going to go over BitBlockBoom.com, which is coming up August the 17th. I know we've talked about it a lot on different podcasts that I've done on different episodes, but I don't think we've really gone over it completely. So I'm going to go over this event with everybody. I'm excited. I've been working my tail off, just to let you know, trying to get a little credit for the amount of work I've been trying to do to get together for this. But BitBlockBoom, in case you've been living under a rock, or I guess in case you haven't been listening to this show, is a Bitcoin event. It's really kind of a Bitcoin maximalist event. It's not a cryptocurrency event. It's not a blockchain event. It's a Bitcoin event. Everybody there is talking about Bitcoin. Everybody there are believers in Bitcoin. Some of the events that are happening around BitBlockBoom, they even check out to make sure you're a Bitcoiner and not a cryptocurrency person before you can go. It's going to be in Addison, Texas, which is just a little north of the airport. It's really in Dallas, but it's a suburb of Dallas. It's a great place. It's the same location we had last year at a Renaissance Marriott. If you do come, check the website. On the little menu thing, there'll be FAQ page. Check that, and they'll take you to the hotel for a discount code. So let's first of all go over the speakers who are here. We have Tone Vase, Jimmy Song, Saifedean Ammous, Pierre Richard. We have Michael Goldstein, Mike Schmidt, Marty Bent, Matt Odell, Ray Redacted, Demetric Ferguson, Tony Sakala, Chris Merkel, Matthew Aaron, Justin Moon, and I will be your event MC. So you should know most everybody on that lineup, so I'm not going to go into people's bios. But once again, if you go to the site and you click on the image of the person on the front page, it will take you to their bio page and tell you their bio, their talk. So those are the speakers we're having at the event. Like I said, if you're a Bitcoin maximalist at all, you should know who these people are. And I'm going to go over, I'm just working the front page here right now. About last year's conference, we have a quote by Saifedean Ammous. Now, if you don't know who Saif is, he's the author of the Bitcoin Standard. Great book. I recommend that book to anybody. Great book. I loved it. But last year he gave us a 5-star review and said, this may have been the first conference in the United States that can truly claim to be a Bitcoin maximalist conference. Pierre Richard, he's the founder of the Bitcoin Advisory. If you're interested in hanging with Bitcoin maximalists, come to BitBlockBoom. And then Michael Goldstein, the president of the Satoshi Nakamoto Institute. One of the first conferences I've been to that is Bitcoin maximalists. Finally, a safe space for important ideas. So as you can see from the comments we had last year, this is a Bitcoin maximalist event for the most part. Well, not for the most part, it is. Now, let me tell you about a few things that are happening during the event. I'm going to go to the schedule page on the site. Now, the event itself, BitBlockBoom, is on Saturday, August the 17th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. I'm not going to go into the schedule, but if you click the schedule, you can see everybody's slots, but I haven't put in the times yet. I'm kind of waiting for one more thing to happen to do that. But I can tell you what everybody's talk is about. Pierre Richard, Accumulating Bitcoin, is the name of his talk. And why do people save money? How can people help with saving? Pierre will answer these two questions and yours too. Jimmy Song's Bitcoin, Changing the Model of Civilization. Bitcoin has profound implications beyond money. In this talk, I'll talk about how real hard, sound money changes our mentality towards all sorts of things in society. Chris Merkel, building vibrant Bitcoin communities. And then we have Mike Schmidt, Taproot, Schnorr, and the next soft fork. Why is the proposed next soft fork good for Bitcoin? A win-win for capacity, scalability, and privacy. Then we have a panel, the Bitcoin blockchain battle. And that's hosted by Ray Redacted, featuring Demetric Ferguson, Tony Sakala, and Matthew Aaron. Moderated by Ray Redacted, the Bitcoin blockchain battle takes a Bitcoin maximalist, an altcoiner, and someone in the middle of the road to debate which way of thinking is best. Then we have from Marty Bent and Matt Odell, a live rabbit hole recap titled Staying Humble and Stacking Sats. Matt and Marty will produce a live version of Rabbit Hole Recap podcast on stage. They will pick topics of interest and invite BitBlockBoom audience to join the conversation. They even may have a special guest join them. You just have to wait and see. Then we have from Saifedean the Moose, Fiat Money and Fiat Food, how government money has given us shit food. Then we have from Michael Goldstein, The Art of Bitcoin Rhetoric, how to meme Bitcoin to the moon. As bull markets loom, Michael Goldstein explores the rhetoric strategies for pumping Bitcoin to victory and defending narratives from the haters. From Just the Moon, better wallets with PSBT, partially signed Bitcoin transactions. How they work, problems they solve, and problems they unlock. And Tone Vase, why shitcoins will all die. Well, that's pretty deadly. Now that is Saturday's event. Okay. Now on Sunday, we do have brunch, which is an optional brunch, and it comes with the package. Some packages you could buy a ticket just for Saturday or a ticket for Saturday and the Sunday brunch. Last year, the brunch was probably one of the best parts of it. It's 9:30 to 2 p.m. It was a big, big hit last year. I think almost every speaker attended last year, but it's a relaxed atmosphere. It's a great Mexican brunch. I believe mimosas are included. And if you want Bloody Marys or something, you're on your own there. But that is from 9:30 a.m. till 2 p.m. That was really, really good. Now, that is the actual conference itself. Now, things have been built around the conference. For instance, Thursday from 3 to 5 is Bitcoins and Barbells. Jeff Andrew Jr., who is our coffee sponsor, and thank you for that, Jeff. He will be on hand to discuss. He's a natural bodybuilder, competitive natural bodybuilder, and he'll be on hand to discuss lifting technique, program design, and diet. The meetup will be beginner friendly, so don't be intimidated. And that's sold out, by the way. You may want to contact them. The information is on the FAQ page or on the schedule page at bitblockboom.com. You may want to contact them, see if you can get anyone else. Then from 9 to 5:30, Pierre Richard is having a Bitcoin Lightning workshop. Bring your desktop or laptop computer, your smartphone, or just a notepad. Pierre Richard will be on hand to help you get set on Bitcoin Lightning Network. You can register there. Then Tone Vase has a workshop. It says this course will be very practical in teaching those techniques with continuous reference to real and recent examples that demonstrate the advantages of technical analysis. And that's from 10 to 5:30. Then that evening is the SNI annual dinner. We did that last year. It's from 7 to 10, and it was a hit. And I think it lasted a lot later than 10 o'clock, if I'm correct. Yeah, I think I left at 10, and it may have lasted a couple hours longer than that. I'm not sure about this year, though. But the Satoshi Nakamoto Institute is pleased to host its second annual dinner at a fine Dallas steakhouse. Well, they changed that to a barbecue house. Join other Bitcoin maximalists for a special evening of Bitcoin discussion, merriment, and steak. And actually, you apply to go to that dinner. So where it says register now, you're actually applying. And they will look at I believe they check out like your LinkedIn history and your Twitter history and make sure you're not an altcoiner. They don't want someone coming in there talking about XRP or Bitcoin Cash. This is a Bitcoin maximalist dinner for sure. They don't want anyone there but Bitcoin maximalists. So you could apply to go and not get approved. So that is the basic schedule. And like I said, that's under the schedule section of the page, BitBlockBoom. I do want to let you know if you go to the podcast section of the page, I have started taking last year's talks and putting them on there as a podcast episodes. And you can also subscribe to that on iTunes. I guess you just search BitBlockBoom. I'm getting ready to add another episode today. So check that out on the podcast page if you're wondering what that's about. And I do want to go over a couple of our sponsors real quick because they've been nice enough to sponsor. We have the Hexa Wallet is a silver sponsor, and Vandrew LLC or Vandrew.com. Then we have Crypto Art, CyberSafe, Quinsolo, Cryptoeconomy, Buy Bitcoin Worldwide, CoinKite, Pay with Moon, Vulgar Ventures, and DropBit. So those are our sponsors. Check them out. They're all at the bottom of the homepage. And if you're interested in being a sponsor, look at our tab and just go to bitblockboom.com/sponsors or hit the sponsor tab at the top. And that will tell you the opportunities that are left. We're almost out of sponsors, especially all the smaller sponsorships have gone. Those went pretty quick. But we do still have a couple of tables left, things like that. So that is the information on that. We do have a couple of videos from last year's up, it looks like, and some blog posts on it. So check that out. Check out everything at bitblockboom.com. And also, I want to make sure, I almost forgot one of the most important parts. I want to make sure you know that if you purchase your ticket and you use the code COUSINS, COUSINS, you'll receive 30% off the price of your ticket. And I can't say this enough, but last year's event, I think everybody that went said it was a great event. This year is going to be even better. We have more people, we have more speakers, we have more of everything. And I look forward to seeing you in Dallas. Send me a message if you get any questions. I'm GaryLeland at Gmail. And that's really it for today's show. Today's show is a little quicker, I guess, because there's not really a discussion. It's just me talking about BitBlockBoom, which we've talked about quite a bit over the last few weeks. Don't know who I'll have next week, but I'll be back on regular and probably have a person here to interview next week. Thanks for listening, as always. If you get a chance, whatever device you're listening on, how about give us a 5-star rating or a positive comment? Give us a 4-star rating. Don't give us a 1-star rating. Prefer 5, we'll take a 4. Don't give us a 1. That's really it for today's Crypto Cousin podcast. Now I'm just rambling on, I think. So I'm going to say adios. Thanks for listening. Until next time, this is Gary Leland. Have a good one, guys.
I hope you enjoyed today's show. A big thank you to all the cousins out there that are showing their support by donating, subscribing, and leaving great reviews on iTunes. All of those things help more than you realize. Now, you can subscribe almost anywhere podcasts are available by going to cryptocousins.com/subscribe. Call me with your comments or questions at 747-777-9471, or you can email me at thecryptocousins@gmail.com, and I'll try to use these on future episodes. Please take a peek at the 4-Minute Crypto Show, which is produced every weekday and located at 4minutecrypto.com. It's the place to get your daily dose of crypto news, and it's always 4 minutes or less. And one last thing, please take a look at my new website, Crypto Crybaby. This website is for the true crypto fan and sells Bitcoin and crypto gear like t-shirts, caps, and so much more. Take a look at CryptoCrybaby.com today. Thanks again for listening. Love you guys.
Thanks for listening to the Crypto Cousins podcast. Please share the show with your friends. They can subscribe by going to cryptocousins.com/subscribe. And if you want to know more about Gary, just go to GaryLeland.com. Make sure and join Gary and all the Crypto Cousins every week for a new episode of the Crypto Cousins podcast. The Crypto Cousins podcast and the information included in the podcast are not intended as investment advice. Investing in any cryptocurrency is risky, and you should never invest more than you can afford to lose. Always seek professional advice before investing in any cryptocurrency. Please understand, you are using any and all information from the Crypto Cousins at your own risk.